What's up, what's up, what's up? RCR presents MSD Sports, and we back at it with another one. Episode 54, everybody. Let's get it, let's get it. My name is Sam, also known as YBK. We got Mikey over here. We got Camden over here. And let's go, Mikey, introduce yourself, Mikey, introduce yourself.
You already know what it is. We're doing a nighttime pod this time. Tee it up, run it, boys. It's your boy, Michael John. Shout out to Next Pro Media. Shout out to RCR, MSD Sports. We in the house.
Yes, sir, Camden. What's up,
What's going on? You know what it is. You know what's going on. It's your boy, Mr. Club Paradise, a.k.a. Camden Lee. And I am with the greatest trio ever assembled. MSD Sports.
Yes, sir.
YBK, what's going on, Playboy? We got a nighttime situation.
Let's get it. Wow, this is the first time we did nighttime?
Well, in a while. We started this all. It was always night for me.
You're right.
If you flash back, I used to get home from work like 11:30 p.m. I say, give me 10 minutes. Let me run. God. Let me take the suit off. Let me run this. Yeah, that's how I was out there in the East. So shout out to y'all. It feels like back to old habits.
Back to the late night.
Let's get a late night episode agenda. Let's go. Episode 54. MLB, around 35% finish. I did the math, everybody. 35% of the MLB season's over. We're going to talk about our
mathematician.
team. Yankees, Red Sox, let's get it. NFL offseason news, everybody. We gonna talk about it. Camden got the news. Let's go. NBA, everybody. Today was Game 7 and crazy things have happened. Stunning and shocking and thunder and stunning. Let's go. And we're gonna wrap it up with a little splash of the 2026 World Cup, everybody. USA, let's go.
Come on, baby.
MLB, Mikey just said, oh my gosh, when we talked about Red Sox. How's it going over here?
Do we start with the Yeah, let's start with the Red Sox, and then you can go to the Yanks. We're in the same spot I feel like we was last time we had the pod. I don't know last time we had this and we talked about Red Sox continuing to be mediocre. What's weird is we're still in a position to easily, we're 8-9 games to below 500, but could still catch a wild card for sure. It's just no consistency with the bats. I feel like same guys they've been leaning on, Contreras and Wilyer Abreu, and a little bit of a sprinkle of Duran in a random game will have a good game. But it's been the pitching that's been pretty steady.
Yeah.
No Crochet, he's still not back yet, but it's been the pitching that's been decent. I feel like top 5 in AL type competitive pitching. When I thought that you'd think that we're terrible. Our starting lineup is hurt, but shout out to them for at least trying. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's tough. I think when you look at it, right, and I told you guys this, once the weather starts changing, because it's about to be June, the arms get a little bit warmer, things are going to be a little bit smoother, we're going to be all right. But I just feel like there's a lot of pressure on this new team, especially, not new team, but there's a very new overhaul. We have a lot of free agents that came in from last year. And, with the firing of our manager, I think he's not necessarily putting the lineups where people need to be, if that makes sense. Guys have kind of been in the same rut in terms of hitting over these past, we'll say, 33% of the season, And at the end of the day, I think maybe mixing up the lineup a little bit might give them a little bit more spark, especially towards the All-Star game. I don't know. We aren't too far out. I mean, but it's.
I mean, we are 2 months away from the trade deadline, guys. Are you guys gonna be? Well, we don't know yet right now. It is too early. 35%. I said 35, but to the trade deadline, there's 2 months. In the month of June, if y'all do well in June here, I feel like things can change here. Yeah. But if not, I feel like y'all definitely gonna be sellers.
What's our next 10 games looking like?
All right, let's check it out. Boston Red Sox, everybody.
Come on, we got to figure out what's these next 10 games looking like, and who we playing? Because I'm trying to see.
You trying to
I'm trying to see
analyze what's going on.
Analyze what's going on.
Y'all just
Orioles,
booked them
Yanks,
Guardians tonight.
Oh God, the whole division except for Blue Jays. Minus Blue Jays.
We coming soon.
God damn.
See?
It's going to be important. We got to go we can't keep going win 4 out of 5 and then lose 4 out of 5. That's what or lose 5 out of 6. That's what keeps us. We'll go on a little run and then we go on a bad run. It's so annoying is what it is.
Yeah.
We got some time. The division, I'm not really looking at winning the division. No. My thoughts is maybe they can get a wild card still. I would love for Crochet to come back and just be the steady presence he was last year, because even when we was mediocre last year, Crochet was always that true ace, MVP type talent. Yep. Let's see. I just quickly looked at it to quote it. We fell out of the top 5 in AL, but we're top 7.
Okay.
Only 7 teams in the AL have an ERA under 4. The Red Sox are the 7th. We have 3.87.
Okay.
But go figure that the Blue Jays are 3.75, Tampa Bay 3.61, and New York Yankees first in the AL 3.12 ERA. So it's a difficult division. It's not easy.
No.
Our whole division's in there.
There's only one team.
That's what I'm saying.
Only one team that has a better ERA in the league, and that's the Dodgers.
Right.
3.10. So it's close.
Ooh.
So I don't know. Shout out to the pitching staff. I feel defeated as a Red Sox fan right now. It feels like there's no energy. We're lacking.
And that's what a manager.
Yes,
is for.
firing Cora was definitely a tough.
That's
tough spot.
That's the issue. It's like, okay, you have these $1 million bats, $1 million talent, great arms, all these personalities. You had some issues a couple years ago in the dugout, so you had to kick a brother out. So now you need someone experienced who's used to handling all those personalities. Now that's why I'm hoping this next stretch we'll see what we look like against your Yankees.
That'll be a cool one.
And we'll kind of be able to see, what we could do. Maybe win a couple games, see what's going on. YBK, how you feeling about the Yankees?
I mean, everybody. I told you last week, Mr. Garrett Cole has been back. And it's been ERA 0. He went 6 innings in his first outing. I think it was against the... I think it was the Rays. Don't get me wrong. I think I could be wrong here. But the second game was against the Royals. 6 2/3 innings. Scoreless. And we're looking pretty good. Last time we talked about the Yankees, we were 5.5 games back. I remember that. And now we're only a game behind Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay has been going on a little rough stretch, so that's pretty good. We had a 5-game win streak, but we lost today. Let me see. Yeah, we lost 4-6. It's all good. We got to take the series tomorrow. But in terms of Yankee land, we are in very, very flower road right now, merrily right now. The one thing we are afraid of is the June month. The June swoon, everybody. You check out last year's stat, 2 years ago stats. The June swoon is real, everybody, and hopefully we don't get that June swoon again. But pitching looking good. Cam Schlittler, everybody, is looking like an American League Cy Young Award winner, everyone. And Mikey just said, American League #1 ERA. We love it. Of course, the Dodgers, they got Mr. Shohei Ohtani over there with the 0 whatever ERA. We'll talk about that after this. But I really want to talk about Ben Rice right now.
Okay.
This man, Ben Rice, everybody, he's been leading our Yankee offense. Like Mr. Judge hasn't been doing as judgy as, because I remember in the month of May last season, he was batting over like a 400. Like he was like, remember we were talking about like, damn, this man is batting over a 400, but not this season, but OPS still 929. I'll still accept that, Captain, but we still need more from you. He has 17 home runs still, Judge. But Ben Rice, 17 home runs, 39 RBIs, 303 batting average, 1.047 OPS, everybody. And I want to say big shout out, and I like how the Yankees kind of have like their little apprentice. Like you see like Judge and Cole on top, right? The MVP, the Cy Young, and you see now Schlittler, and then you see Rice. And to see them all together in one team is great, so that's why we have to win at least one or some before Judge and Cole go and lose their primes, go away from them.
Yeah, Cole looked good in those 2 games, but even he said it, just 2 games.
Yeah, exactly.
That was just 2 games.
He hungry too, everybody. Cole, I know that Game 5 World Series embarrassment that he showed that he didn't run to first base or Rizzo didn't cover. Let's forget about that, everybody.
Yeah, you know what? I think when he came back, I actually was just out of curiosity, like clicking on ESPN pages, so I clicked into him, and he only had 1 postseason with a really bad ERA, like a travesty, like a 10 ERA for the postseason. Okay. All his other postseasons are like 2 to 4, like, and like a 3-ish, a 3 average is good. Like that's fine. Yeah. Like there's nothing wrong with that. You just need to have a great run. He could be maybe the ace. I mean, Schlittler kind of came in and has been pitching like that. It's also early in the year, and he's young. He's young, bro. Yeah. So that's the one thing. I will say I'm looking at like some of the league leaders in pitching, and Schlittler is looking pretty good because he's got 8 quality starts, 7 wins, 2 losses, 1.50 ERA. You got some people sneaking up. Christopher Sanchez going pretty crazy, 1.47, but he's in the National League, so that's not going to be someone who's going to take away. He's and Sanchez you got to talk about Chris Sale, Mizrowski, a lot of people who are pitching heat in the National League. But I feel like I don't see much other competition for Schlittler right now. The only other dude is this dude Nick Martinez from Tampa Bay, who's got a 1.62 ERA, and he's 5-1. The big difference, though, is Schlittler has got significantly more Ks, almost double, 81 strikeouts to 41 strikeouts, which is a difference of 10 strikeouts per 9 innings pitch and 5.5 strikeouts per 9 innings pitch. Yeah. So I'm looking at Schlittler as it should be in first place for Cy Young right now, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're looking for October, guys. You know what I'm saying? We all know we're looking for October, and I feel like when everyone's healthy, you have Schlittler, Cole, and Fried on the mound. And you have Carlos Rodon, Ryan Weathers, and Will Warren, who's decent. Watch out, everybody. We coming in. Dodgers, watch out. MLB, watch out. We coming, everybody. But think about pitching. I want to talk about the National League starting pitching, everybody.
Talk to us.
Like, you just name a couple studs.
I know. We didn't even say Paul Skeens. We didn't even say that.
Paul Skeens, Chase Burns, even Erod. Like, these guys are having, sub 2 ERAs. But Jacob Mizrowski, I feel like, has a high chance of winning the Cy Young here because of his hot topic, his
the over 100 mile per hour pitches pitched.
Yep.
And he was talking about, I felt like shit in the bullpen that day. That's what he said. Did you see he went on the podcast? He went on the podcast after and he said, my warm up in the bullpen, I felt like shit. That's what his quote unquote was. Like, seriously. It's crazy. And then he pitched 50 pitches, 100 mile per hour.
I haven't been watching him at all.
Really?
But when the Yankees went to go versus the Brewers, Yankees prospect Spencer Jones had his MLB debut against Jacob Mizrowski.
Okay.
And I was like, I'll watch it, definitely, I've never seen on the screen 104, bam! 103, bam! I'm like, what?
How old is this guy?
He's young. He only played 2 years, I think.
Miz? No, he was a rookie last year.
You got to get his card because this guy looking good.
What's going on with all these kids throwing heat? I'm talking kids is throwing heat now.
Like his changeup is 95.
Well, I can tell you this. He's like Randy Johnson because look at his height. Peep right there what it says.
6'7".
But that's what I'm saying. No, you see him up there. He lanky.
6'7", 200.
He lanky. Yeah.
But that's
watch him pitch.
Okay. That's a little okay.
But it is crazy because the same thing for Sanchez. You watch Sanchez, I'm like, damn, this guy lanky as hell with the little lefty delivery too.
I'd be scared that motherfucker.
How old is Sanchez too? Let me see.
I'd be like, bruh.
Seriously, it's these schoolboy as well. Like he's like 6'4", 6'5", 250.
He's built though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like big ass. Like it's crazy.
No, but even last year, bro, 32 starts, 2.5 ERA, 13-5.
Yo,
the team didn't give him offense, but bro,
look at Christopher. Christopher Sanchez right now has like a legendary.
What is he looking at right now?
He hasn't given up a run in over how many innings? 44 innings pitched or something.
Franchise record.
Wait a minute.
He broke the Phillies record, franchise record of most innings pitched without. Having an earned run.
He's pitched 4 full games without an inning.
More than that. 44 innings pitched, like pitching 5 games, 9 innings.
Yep.
So he's had 7, 8, 9. I don't know how many starts he's had.
44?
Yes, it's unbelievable. We're talking about he hasn't given up a run in 44 innings pitched. As a starting pitcher.
44?
Like a save. If you're like a closer, imagine you started off the year. You're well through the year. Yeah, he's got 44 innings pitched, no earned runs.
44 innings in a row.
We would go crazy saying wow, this is a starting pitcher doing it's unbelievable.
So since 1920, it's been Oral Hershiser from the Dodgers, 59 innings, and then Don Drysdale 58. And then Bob Gibson 47, and then him.
So if he gets to 60,
in the MLB history,
he's the god.
Unbelievable.
He's number 4.
I mean, he's definitely got to be Cy Young in the NL right now.
That might be a good battle,
but we'll see how long it can last.
Because that's Philly. It's a little chilly over there. I'm surprised that man's still holding it down.
Well, he's been there for 5 years. Yeah,
he's been there his whole life.
I feel like it's one of those things. Though baseball is a very streaky sport. Sometimes you have a great year the whole year, and sometimes it's you're hot for for a month or two. You're cold for a month or two. Let's see how long he can sustain it. But shout out to him. He's going crazy.
He's 6'6".
That's the difference between, if you make it consistent, that's the difference between a good player and a great player.
That's what I'm saying.
Those are two differences.
That's
you know
the difference.
So if he can make it a good, consistent, like 2 give me another 2.5 or 2.
He gonna get it.
That's like damn.
What's his money? What's his money looking like? I want
his contract.
I want to see what his contract looks like.
I want to see
if my man Sanchez about to get a bag pretty soon.
Let's see how much he got.
I think he has a bag.
He got the bag.
He got the bag.
It's coming up, so he signed a 6-year, $104 million extension.
Let's get it.
It's hitting this year.
It's just hitting this year.
But it's very cheap, though.
Yeah, they extended him at the right time.
Oh, they deferred like $2 million a year, too?
Not bad.
Not bad.
So, wait, how much you get?
I mean, average is 17.3 a year.
Yeah, six years, $104 million.
Yeah, average 17.
Oh, he's well worth it because think about what happened. Remember we talked about how Skubal went to arbitration and got like 25 mil, 30 mil for 1 year?
Yeah,
like, if that's what we're saying a top pitcher commands, he is the best pitcher in baseball so far this year.
Nasty.
And to me, you can't lead the league in ERA and not have given up a run in 44 innings and he's up there in Ks too. He's not like the kid that we were talking about from Tampa Bay who's like pitching well but
Martinez
isn't like running it up. I think Miz, like you said, that's the one thing that he has is he leads the league in strikeouts right now. He's the first to 100.
Okay.
So we'll see,
and
but
it's not even June.
And we're not even talking, like we said, we're not even talking about Paul Skeens right now.
We're 35% into the season, and Miz has 100.
Yeah, he has 100 strikeouts right now. He leads the league in strikeouts.
That's crazy. He might hit.
But Christopher Sanchez has 95.
Wow. Oh yeah, he has.
So like that's why I'm saying it's too close. Like these things are too close, and he's got the lower ERA. I know Miz is doing nasty too, but
Dylan Cease's having himself a great season in the Blue Jays.
Everybody's going.
He is
3.05 ERA, 3.3, no offense, but damn, he got 92 strikeouts. Everybody.
Yeah, he's also pitching well. At the AL, like he might be one of those ones to watch for because let Schlittler take a few, have a month or two where he's like 1-4. It changes things if Cease goes 4-0 in that time, right? Like you know how fickle it can be. But shout out, I feel like batting incrementally over the years recently we've seen it's like the pitchers are getting better, so we're not seeing people hit 380 370 3 you know what I mean, like we're not seeing Aaron Judge start off the year at 2 months hitting 400. But shout out to Kyle Schwarber who's still going crazy hitting home runs. Your boy Aaron Judge is still going crazy.
Otto Lopez from the Miami Marlins, 330 batting average. But he's not a power hitter. He's like I'm sure he's a leadoff or something. Yeah, shout out to Yordan Alvarez though, who's going kind of crazy, batting 300 and hitting like 20 home runs so far. He's been going crazy too. Oh, shout out the Japanese White Sox guy. Who, Murakami? He got hurt. He did. He's got a hamstring. But Murakami has been a fun player to watch. He's been going crazy. And I seen a stat where I think they hit the 20 win mark or
the White Sox like faster this year than they did.
They hit the 30 win mark. Like last year took them like to like July, and like 2 years ago took them to like August. Yeah, but it's June.
Murakami's gone for a month. I think 4 to 6 weeks with a hamstring.
That sucks.
Which does suck.
That culture, I feel like, happened.
Yeah, but shout out to him and shout out to Japan in general because I feel like they brought now the Japanese players is bringing a lot of value from. Of course, Shohei Ohtani is the one of all, the biggest of all. But shout out to the players coming in and bringing some, expanding the fan base a little bit, bringing in because I be seeing. Trust me, I work in hotels, so I know I be seeing a lot of these guests coming in. Yes. They just want to see these players from their countries. You know what I mean? Coming and playing, and I love it. It's fire.
Speaking of Shohei Ohtani. I'm gonna talk about Tarek Skubal.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he hit the IL.
He did. Did you see they opted to give him like the surgery? Like the team put him on the IL, but it was more. I feel like it was like a smart move, both sides in a way.
Yeah, but would this open up trades for the deadline for teams to get Tarek Skubal for the postseason? Everybody.
It does. It's 100. Yeah, because it was one of those ones that was like cleaning up bodies, right? Like loose bodies or like painful something.
I feel like he's worth the rental though.
Of course.
You have an American League back-to-back American League Cy Young Award winner.
But where?
Us.
Y'all gonna take him?
Full. Skubal, Schlittler, Cole, Fried. We can give away those like 3 other starters we have in the back.
The only thing is, the more you have to offer, the more you have to give.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the problem for the Yankees right now. Because what incentive does Detroit have to give them unless if there's a team who isn't going for a postseason run, but who's like interested in trying to like get him there and show him like we care for you, you'll be the number one man here, and we have a positional player that Detroit needs, not just like
filling up players.
Exactly. So we'll see. Okay. We'll see what happens. If I'm an AL, like I'm not trading you.
Oh, it's too.
Like if you're my rival, what is their record right now? Are they are they in the contention or what are they?
They should.
Because truth be told, I have no clue. I'm like,
they trash.
So they should try to get something for the future in general. Like it doesn't hurt. Maybe they could go to the Yankees then. Because if I'm competing with you and possibly seeing you in the postseason, I'm not sending you Tarek Skubal. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just not.
They might sell him. They might get a high price and a good like prospects here and there. I'm down to give away Spencer Jones, bro.
Yeah,
he's the lefty Aaron Judge. They say I'll give him. Give him our starters too.
I feel like I haven't heard enough about him. If I'm like a relative fan and I haven't heard about like the guy, I don't know if he's worth it. But I did see you posting about like his first at bat. Like I remember
he struck out.
Yeah, I remember you posted. You're like Spencer Jones first at bat. I was like, why he struck out? Like wow. Usually you post the video first at bat. It's like, wow, his family cheering him, home run, base hit.
Yeah, something.
It's a strike 3.
He's the 104.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. No. But shout out to you. Right. Listen, you got to do what your team. You got to do what you got to do, and shout out to the Tigers for somehow being worse than the Red Sox.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They're gonna be sellers. Come on.
We'll see what happens.
Don't send them to them Dodgers, guys. That's the problem.
I know.
What's going on with the Dodgers? Speaking of
they sent down Kim, so I don't like him again. What? So come on now. I know he's not doing that well, but he made some great defensive plays. Dodgers could keep him.
They weren't in first place last time we checked, right?
Well, I think they're back. They're back, guys.
Okay, let's see.
They're back.
37 and 21. Wow, they're up 4.5 games that quick.
Padres have been like, yeah.
Sheesh.
Padres have been going on a
8-2 in last 10 and 3-7 for last. Okay, well we'll see. I can't believe Erod's on the Diamondbacks going crazy. Like, unbelievable that's who. We get Ranger Suarez and Sonny Gray, who are like doing but like, and then you're all going crazy like this. Damn, I would have rather just kept. You know what I mean?
Ace level.
I would have kept it. But it's always hindsight's 2020. Okay.
Yeah, I want
plenty of time left.
I want them to sell Ellie low key.
Who, the Reds?
Yeah.
I mean, he's exciting, but
I need to get Ellie in my team.
All right.
Let's get it.
35 of the way % through. Sam doing math.
35,
here.
Everybody.
Yeah. Shout out. Over 50 games.
Any predictions? We're 35% way through. What are we thinking?
I have no prediction. All I can say,
Dodgers World Series rematch.
I'm just saying Dodgers. I'm done.
No, you don't think? You think a wild card berth for our boys?
Dodgers three-peat? No way.
Do you think we can sneak out a wild card, or do you think we're gonna have to wait a year?
Oh my.
Dodgers.
Dodgers three-peat? Oh my.
You ain't right.
That's all I had to say. Dodgers.
How about you? World Series prediction. I'm gonna say Yankees in 5, bro. We're gonna destroy them in pitching, bro.
Boy,
imagine Skubal, Schlittler, Cole, Fried, sweep. Yo, we ain't gonna deploy Rodon.
Boy, if you don't stop.
All right, what's up? What you got?
If you get Skubal, maybe, but that's never gonna come from my lips. I'm gonna say.
And it's funny, it's still a maybe if you get Skubal. It's a maybe.
It's still a maybe. I'm gonna say. Dodgers in the 7.
Dodgers is against who? Yankees?
Blue Jays.
Blue Jays rematch.
No, but you know what? Shout out to the Braves because I like the Braves. In general, I just like them.
Does Red Sox make the wild card?
And I think the Red Sox make the wild card. Okay. I'm gonna put faith out there. I don't know. I feel like.
I'm not saying nothing about AL East no more. I'm done. I'm done with the AL East. I gave you 20 minutes AL East. I'm done.
You ain't right. Listen.
What else you got for me?
What's up?
What else?
We got some of the biggest news.
Ooh, biggest.
The biggest news that might be hitting in the next few days. Okay?
Talk to me.
The NFL free agency has been waiting probably at least 6 weeks for this information. There was a draft. my man's Eagles over here has been, adding up, 6, 7, 8 wide receivers. And, it's highly possible that A.J. Brown will be coming to the Patriots soon after this show airs. Mm-hmm. If he doesn't, I have a question. Is the NFL going to go into them for tampering or something? Because supposedly it's a solid, done deal. But I heard there might be a suitor in the works.
Ooh. Who?
If he does not get traded, I heard the Bills are coming.
The Bills?
They are coming knocking.
But didn't they just get? Who did they get? DJ Moore.
They
traded for DJ Moore.
But I don't know, man. I don't know. I've heard some rumblings.
Yeah. Who we was talking about last time too? Jacksonville was trying to make an offer, but
was also trying to make an offer as well when I spoke last time. But there's been some rumblings where he has gotten a little space, and wandering in New England. So I'm wondering if this.
Can I tell you something?
Talk to me.
Vrabel's back in town. He had to face the media again. We're gonna move on from it. Listen, he talked to the players already. We make transgressions in life, right? We go through trials and tribulations. Sometimes we booked the hotel over there. We were supposed to stay over here with a group, and I don't know. You ran into a little someone. I don't know what's going on. He said he went to the counseling sessions. He said my family first. He said my wife and my kids is first. That's it. I ain't even gonna dig into it. This ain't when we go to the reality TV podcast, we can talk more. We talk about the relationships. We'll talk about them transgressions, but we just listen. We learn from Ime Udoka why it's a big issue when things like this occur, and it's true. I want him to hold himself accountable, but the framework is in place for A.J. Brown to return to the Patriots. No matter what, the Eagles gotta offload him. For sure, right? Can we come to an agreement that with all of the wide receivers that the Eagles brought on, I feel like you have to let the dead space be separated over the next 2 years. It's why we're purposely waiting for the new league year to start now, right? June 1st. And that's like a big cap hit, Sam, in dead space, like 40, 50 million that you could spread out 2026, 2027, get them off the books. And you got great talent at your wide receiver position already, and you drafted for it, and you signed free agents in the offseason for it. Now, the question is, does it make the most sense? Is that where A.J. Brown wants to go and sign an extension at the Patriots? Probably. If the framework is in place, I'm seeing reports from the last 24 hours that the framework is indeed there.
It's there. The paperwork, the paperwork is there.
So, in 26, or not even 26 hours, 24 hours from now, because East Coast time probably we'll be talking about, right? League year starts. Let's see what happens, guys. I think A.J. Brown coming home. I think he's coming home to New England and to Papa Vrabes.
We gonna miss you, AJ. It's been a while. You a champion. It's all good. Thank you for your service as an Eagles fan. I let you go right now. May 30th, 10:27 p.m. Bye, AJ Brown. I have your jersey. I don't know what to do now. I have to cover your name. I don't know. I don't even know.
Yeah, he's not in OTAs either, so you know what that means, brother. Come on.
Good luck in the past.
He's not coming. He's not coming.
We're going to verse you in the Super Bowl. Let's do it.
Do you
just make it happen? That'll be a Hollywood story.
Well, speaking of Super Bowl, do you think that this puts us over the hump?
Well,
as Super Bowl winners, because we already are Super Bowl contenders, and we already won the East last year. Do you think
it doesn't put us over the hump, but it helps?
Okay,
big time.
Is this
Drake
automatic?
May needs to have, because his rookie year was like one of them, they let Jacoby play like 6 games or something. Yep. Then he came in, so he had like a 10 game or 10, 11, 12, whatever game, however many games it was. Last year was his true, even though it's his sophomore year, it was his true first full year. So I feel like this could be the year that you see the quote unquote sophomore slump. I know it's his 3rd year, but I just feel like it's really like his 2nd full year coming in at the beginning of the year, like demand, right? So maybe there could be the slump like we've seen in like the CJ Strouds of them, right? Could this last year of Drake May be reminiscent of when CJ Stroud went crazy a couple years ago in Houston? I think AJ Brown coming to town really helps to mitigate that risk, right? You have a bona fide number 1 option, and we have a pretty good team already. I mean, Romeo Doubs sliding into the number 2 and Diggs at 1 it's not terrible. right? You got Kyle Williams, a little burner. You got Pop Douglas still. Yeah. It's not bad. Hunter Henry there. Like I'm looking forward to seeing. It's really the run game. I would love for them to kind of bring in. Don't let me forget about Keyshawn Booty too.
Don't forget about
Pirates Booty.
He's also looking for a little bit more money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm wondering with this A.J. Brown situation, are they going to kind of tie them up together? Or are they going to let him walk next year? The running back situation for the Patriots is just, it's the same.
We think Travion could improve and actually get better. He was going crazy on the second half of the year.
Yes,
he can catch the ball good, but remember down that stretch he was a little beat up, and we actually kind of had to reintegrate Ramondre. And then all of a sudden Ramondre started looking like he did 2-3 years ago. Shedding tackles, catching like some he wasn't dropping balls on like the short routes. So
drafted Jam Miller.
Jam Miller.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, Jam. Let's go, young Jam.
What's he looking
Jam Miller in the
What are we working with? Running back from Alabama. 5'10", 210.
Yep.
Okay, so he a little stock.
What round did we draft?
He a little stocky.
Let's see.
Yeah, because I'm wondering what round did we get.
Maybe late, because I haven't heard of him.
It's his 7th round pick.
7th round. Hey, damn. Late.
So we'll see what happens.
I mean, you never know. I feel like running back is a position you kind of need some depth.
Yes, you do.
And you could back it up, and he could end up on the practice squad, but maybe if we kind of shore up the run game. Again, it kind of starts with the offensive line, Sam. I feel like, as an Eagles fan, like the offensive line is such a drastic part of allowing the run game.
And you know what we just did in the free agency. So it's like we're trying to shore up that left-hand side that Drake May is perfectly okay. So, I mean, I think this is going to be a huge, huge step for the Patriots. I'm looking at another AFC Championship game.
Wow.
But against the Broncos.
Really? But run it back?
Because I think with actual Bo Nix actually being there. Because I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to have no problem getting out of the East. But I think once we go to the West.
Even with the Bills? Coaching change, offensive minded.
I think once.
So with AJ, you think automatic AFC East?
Automatic.
Ooh.
Because I feel like unless Drake May has a terrible regression in terms of a sophomore slump, and I understand that that's a real thing, so I will admit that that's the situation. But if he even has a mediocre season or even the same season that he had last year, we'll be fine. He'll be perfect. We'll get exactly what we need.
It feels like
the run game is gonna cause us.
The one good thing that makes me, I know the schedule gonna be tougher, but last year it felt like the Patriots, like even in close games, that experience of Vrabel, he knew how to get you over the hump to just get the dub in the game.
Right.
We don't care how pretty it is and what it looked like. And shout out to Draw Mayo, because I love Mayo. He was a great linebacker for the team, and I don't think that it was necessarily the best opportunity or fairest chance for him to get cut after that first year. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and life moves on. And I have to give Vrabel credit for keeping us competitive in a lot of games and winning close games where I felt like it gives me confidence this year that we could hang in there with the big boys.
I'll meet you guys in the bowl, okay?
That'd be great.
That would be great.
We'd love to see you there. I don't know, Sam. I don't know. I'll just say this. I would be on the big lookout right now, because your division is not getting any easier.
That's what
Cowboys
I'm saying.
can't be. Listen.
They can't be overlooked.
They can't be. No, I was gonna say they can't be.
Cowboys cannot be overlooked right now.
I was gonna say this. They can't be asked money every year.
They can't do it.
Not every year. And Jaden Daniels might be healthy, might stay healthy and play.
I like the man.
The Giants got Jim Harbaugh. Jackson Dart is a mobile quarterback right. He's got some,
there too.
like a chunky running back, and Tyrone Tracy, who's still like a regular running back who can run. And you got some talent if Malik Neighbors can come back healthy. I'm just saying, Isaiah Likely, some tight end. Is that so?
Malik, is he?
But now
he tore his ACL. How early did he tear his ACL? He should be back opening day, right?
They said it's 50-50.
Excuse me. 50-50
for him getting back.
Is he playing? Week 1. Question mark.
That's what I'm saying. 50-50. So it's like they're hoping that he's ready.
He needs a second procedure.
Ooh.
He has a complication. To
Stiffness.
remove scar tissue and address ongoing stiffness on his
But that's usually just a drain situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Steph Diggs just came back from his ACL, and he's like what 8 years older than Malik Neighbors, and he came back from his ACL and played well with the Pats.
That's what I'm saying.
So he's young. He's younger. We'll see.
I don't think he's gonna be hot.
But he's electric. If Neighbor come back, Giants, stock was way up now. This guy.
I think it's going to be a quiet year for the Giants this year, but they're going to win some games that they didn't think they were going to win. And next year, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry for your boys. I think it's going to be.
The Commanders definitely got Jaden Daniels back, which is
I will say I think if any team might have a hard time adjusting, it might be the Eagles if that run game ain't balling out because they're like your tight end position.
That is very true.
Yeah, but it's an 8th year. What is that? Like every year you have a new offensive coordinator. Jalen Hurts is like trying to set the record most different offensive coordinators. Now, some of the years has been for a good reason. It's been a good reason because look at like Kellen Moore. When you have Kellen Moore, it pushes you over the edge, and bam! Like now you get to the Super Bowl, you get your revenge. He gets a head coaching job. You have to get a new one.
Have just 1 year contracts, or can't they sign like 2-3 years?
Oh no, they can sign.
Right?
It's
like
just the fact that I feel like they're being so successful that like we're like we're gonna pay you.
Yeah, and teams are a lot more GMs and owners are like we're easier gonna fire these coaches a lot quicker if we don't like the situation. Same thing with the Patriots. We had Gerard Mayo on a 3-year contract.
Yeah, and he was groomed homegrown,
and we fired him in a year.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So it's like
tough business decision, but
we might give you $20 million with 15 guaranteed, or maybe all 20s guaranteed. We fire you after year 1.
Most likely, too, you'll reach a buyout agreement, like because you can get fired if you're not doing the job right, but you can't have a wrongful termination. I don't know if you peeped like Urban Meyer, remember he was the coach for Jacksonville for that 1 year. He tried like getting some money back, saying that like it was like a wrongful termination type deal. So he wanted like a certain amount of the money paid out. So it's just like a work dispute like any other things. Listen, we'll see what happens. Another new offensive coordinator. Any other big news has been going on in NFL?
I have one more juicy thing before we move on to the big segment of the night. I was watching, watching my little NFL time. I like to do some research. Like to see what's going on in practices. The Minnesota Vikings have an interesting quarterback duo right now where Kyler Murray and J.J. McCarthy are competing for the starting role. They interviewed both quarterbacks just to kind of give a little bit of a, hey, how does it feel being in the same room? How does it feel, working with one another? Kyler, said, hey, working with JJ is great. Working with the team is amazing. It feels like even though I'm a veteran, it doesn't feel like I'm a vet. Even though I've been in the league for 8 years, and I hope that as we continue to grow, great things and success for the team.
Nice.
JJ said, it feels like high school. He's on his side of the room, I'm on my side of the room, and the teacher is teaching us whatever needs to get done for the test. JJ did not seem very happy about Kyler Murray being in the quarterback room, talking X's and O's, throws. I'm just
JJ getting benched, boy. JJ getting benched, and Kyler Murray stealing that position.
What about Carson Wentz?
No, put it down. Well, Carson will be a good backup when one of them gets it.
What about Mr. Wentz?
He'll be a good backup when they're both inevitably injured one game this year, and Carson has to start one. He'll do fine, right? You know what I mean?
Give you a nice 240.
Kyler Murray's going to be the quarterback for the Vikings this year. I think so. Remember what Justin Jefferson was saying when Kyler came in? His comments was even like something along the line to me where it was like, oh, I'm glad that we brought in like a veteran quarterback who can kind of like. It wasn't like he said it in a rude way. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes you read between the lines, like someone who can like, so JJ can see what it's like and have someone to compete with to like bring it out. You actually got to earn your spot. It's not just given to you. And I was like, bro, Kyler about to have a good year, I think, because O'Connell seemed like he knows how to make the quarterback have a good year. Kirk Cousins, Sam Darnold, obviously. they was more middle of the line last year. But with JJ McCarthy, like I watched some of them games. Like the best game I seen him have was the first game of the year, and he looked not good for the first 3 quarters. And he led like 2 great touchdown drives in the fourth quarter versus the Bears. It was week 1. I was like, wow, McCarthy looked good. Like that was cool. And I never seen him put a performance like that after that. You know what I mean? It just, and he had the injuries to deal with because Carson Wentz had to play a couple games last year too. And they even brought in some like Brosmer or something. Like, I don't know. I feel like I seen like someone.
Oh, yeah, Max Brosmer.
Yeah, I feel like he came in like a game or two because it's injuries and stuff. But put my money on Kyler Murray being the starting quarterback for. I said that to y'all like when he went to Vikings. I was like, bro, I feel like Kyler might steal the starting job from JJ.
Yeah. So no, I saw that and I thought that might be a little interesting to let you guys know. JJ feels like a little bro. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's young though.
He is the little bro.
Yeah.
I think the Vikings gonna do some damage next year with Kyler Murray.
I feel like Justin Jefferson's he needs a breakout, another one. He had 10 touchdowns in 2025, 2026. No, wait, 2024, 2025. He had 2.
Yeah.
That's ugly.
But it was an uncharacteristic type of quarterback play. I think he does well with someone who can read like the progression and like maybe like scramble and make a play with me, not just like a jump ball. Like Kirk Cousins had good chemistry with him.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I mean? Him and Kirk. He always had like a random quarterback. I felt like actually, as a matter of fact, now you think of it, JJ has had some interesting quarterbacks who've thrown the ball to him.
JJ has gone through as many quarterbacks as the Philadelphia Eagles have gone through offensive quarterbacks.
So I feel like him and Kyler might be something because Kyler knows how to. Yeah. I mean, I feel like he could have done what Jacoby did with the Cardinals and force-fed the ball to Trey McBride and Michael Wilson, but he could scramble. I think he got to learn what can I do if I can't run? Like as we saw with Russ as his career went on, when you don't have the escapability in the scramble ability, now what's going to happen? What do we do, right? Because for a long time, he had that scramble ability and escapability, and it got him with that, of course, a good defense on that team, but got him deep playoff runs multiple times.
And I think now that having a younger wide receiver like a Jet, I think for Kyler, it's going to put him where it's 2 veteran guys who've been in the league. They know how to play. They can build that respect for one another and kind of, make something pop.
Any chance that Minnesota can win that division? I say no still.
I think it's going to be...
I don't think so.
I think it might... There's a heavy chance.
You think the Lions could make their comeback this year?
No.
Not this year.
I think it's going to be Green Bay before it's going to be before that.
Interesting. Okay.
I think the Bears...
The Bears, too, also had a great year last year. Think about it. That's a competitive division. Not an easy... I think the Lions...
The Vikings win 10-plus games this year.
Wow, 10.
11 games this year.
I mean, they won 9 last year.
I know, and they were mid. Lions went 9-8 after going 13-4 the year before and being upset by Jane Daniels and the Commanders in the NFC or the divisional round. So I think that the Lions are going to have their comeback this year. I think they're going to win the division this year.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's one more year for Dan Campbell to get that team to see if they can make one more run, but. We'll see.
All right. We'll see what happens. I'm waiting to see.
You heard it.
You heard it first. All right.
I think we need to talk about.
Let's do it.
I mean, it was down to only a couple series left last episode.
Yes,
so,
it was.
I mean, we only got 2 to go over right now.
It's 2. It's literally 2.
Okay, I think we should start exactly like we did last time. We're going to set the picture for y'all. NBA playoffs 2025-2026 season. The conference finals in the East came down to the New York Knicks and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yes.
And it ended in a sad fashion for the Cavs. We got off of here. We did our podcast and got off of here, and we said, wow, the Cavs are playing good in game 1. Yep. They was up by like 10 in the third, and we sat down to watch, right? And we said, let's watch. It got to the fourth quarter, and people was calling, do we even need to keep the game on anymore? There was echoes in this room, in this very room we're sitting in on this couch. Do we even need to keep the game on? I said, listen. It's 22 points with 6 minutes and 30 seconds. We just, out of the principle of NBA, modern NBA, in the Knicks in the playoffs these past couple of years. Let's just watch and see what happens. And lo and behold, Knicks overcome a 22-point deficit in the fourth quarter of Game 1 and go on to run the Cleveland Cavaliers off the court in an embarrassing fashion. Kenny Atkinson talking about analytics say we should have been up 2-1 going into Game 4. They brought him back. I don't know what to say besides that was a sad performance by the Cavs. No urgency, no sense of, team
nothing
chemistry, and Knicks are advancing to the NBA Finals on a 4-0 sweep, huh?
The Cleveland Cavaliers in Game 1 had a 99% chance of winning the game. 99%, everybody.
99.
And the New York Knicks somehow overcame that comeback and got that Game 1, Game 2, Game 3, Game 4. And I'm saying it one more time. Y'all getting James Harden kind of clipped Donovan's wing, in my opinion. I feel like we've seen so many. I think I've seen a lot of Spider postseason moments.
Did it clip his wings though?
I think so.
Yes.
Well, I'll let you finish, and I'm going to give you my counter to this one. I want you to finish. Why you think he looked bad? Like he didn't.
I don't know. Like when
Harden held him back.
Yeah, kind of held him back. I feel like when I think of Spider in the playoffs, we've all seen Spider in the playoffs dropping 50, 47, 45. You know what I mean? I've seen none of that.
Yes.
None of that in this series. And
I was talking. I was talking to someone actually when I was playing golf earlier this past week, and I said to people, they said, "Do you think Donovan Mitchell is a Hall of Famer?"
That's the exact question we talked about. Remember?
We did talk about.
And what did you guys say?
I said no. I said I don't feel like he's a Hall of Famer. I think he makes terrible mistakes. His ball IQ isn't where it needs to be. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that he's not one of the best top 20 players right now in the league. The man is a monster. I've seen you do phenomenal things. However, when he's in the playoffs, my guy, you get two of them. James Harden in the playoffs is my guy. What's going on? Both of them. So you get two of them, and I'm seeing random role players, like similar to the situation that we'll talk about later, shooting when the game is on the line. Shooting when it matters most.
Yeah.
Turnovers.
Like Max Strus, like is the only one who's like running with energy that I can see it on the TV. Like he's sprinting hard, running hard. Yep. I'll be seeing like the body language. Let me set a few things for you in this context. Donovan Mitchell, we saw, had scored the most career playoff points without making it to a conference finals. He never made a conference finals until he played with James Harden. I'm not saying it's because James Harden put him there. I'm just saying it's like we can't ignore that. We can't ignore the fact that Donovan Mitchell was never able to make a conference finals until James Harden was on his team. It's just he helped to facilitate the offense in a good way. Looking at Donovan Mitchell, you're right. He definitely is a playoff scorer, but is that a great stat to say I have the second most points of all time before ever reaching a conference finals? Is that something we should applaud? Like I'm just a little. It's like you said, David. We had the same conversation. Is he a Hall of Famer? That's awesome that you scored so many points in the playoffs, but what defines a Hall of Famer, right? You gotta get over the hump. I don't even need you to score all of those stats and touchdowns like that. To me, it's like it kind of goes against you. Like if you're that good of a player, why couldn't you have gotten to a conference finals? Any of these
conference? We're not talking about an
NBA finals. No, conference finals. That's what I'm saying. Yes. So it just goes both ways. I'm not blaming Donovan Mitchell too, because I do feel like you got to look at the coach in basketball because in the team in general, it's a team sport. Yeah. I'm not going to hold it against him single-handedly, and I'm not going to hold it against Harden single-handedly. But once they was down 3-0, like they had no interest in. It felt like after they lost a 22-point lead, they had no interest in like,
they were like
there wasn't running hard, and I just felt like I looked at like Strus and Wade, like, or who's the other white boy on the team? I'm watching him run. It might be Wade. I forget. I'm like,
plays for them.
Like they're. It looks like for me, they're the only ones like running with crazy defensive intensity, like fighting through screens and picking up down court. I'm just like, wow, like. Or not Dean Wade, Sam Merrill. I saw him running hard. I just feel like we got to get more this is what happens when your big men aren't as talented.
Yep.
Like Jared Allen and Evan Mobley are great big men. They can play defense, but they can't shoot threes. Like Mobley, we saw him trying, but remember we was saying like, why are we going down a stretch? And I know it's an open shot for him sometimes, but they don't have that same sort of stretching ability as a Karl Anthony Towns does. So shout out to them. And when you were getting beat, I'm watching this. I'm like, bro, how is Landry Shamet outplaying you? Like, how are you getting outplayed by Landry Shamet? Like
that man was on fire.
And shout out to him for shooting such a great percentage. But when the other team's role players who haven't even had a lot of minutes and who didn't even have a guaranteed contract are outplaying you, you know something is mightily wrong.
And that's what I'm looking at two guys who are like, I'm thinking, like crunch time, especially in game one. Neither one of them took a shot in the last 2 minutes like that to kind of seal the game. I think Donovan Mitchell might have took one, but it was like not a very smart one. Listen, we can talk on and on about just how the Cavs just don't have it. You know, we're gonna save whether or not they might get some help, aka LeBron.
Yeah,
but,
I mean that wraps up.
But how do we feel about the Knicks? The Knicks actually playing.
I think we got to give the Knicks their props.
Yeah.
I mean, one good stat they have over this 10-game stretch of their last 10 wins is that they have the biggest plus minus, like the biggest differential in NBA history, regular season or playoffs for a 10-game stretch. It's like plus 240. Wow. They're averaging like over 20-point wins. Exactly. You can't ignore it. But I don't know. We'll see. When the Celtics went to the finals against the Mavericks a few years ago, I remember everyone said like it's an easy path. It was easy, and it felt like that the Hawks were the biggest challenge for them, and that the Sixers laid over, and that the Cavs laid over.
It seemed very easy for them this year.
Not sure that it's going to be like a team that's going to lay over in the finals for the Knicks, but we're gonna have to get to that because we have a matchup. We had a series out west,
not one,
before the Knicks could meet their opponent. We had a 7-game series, Game 7 between the San Antonio Spurs and the Oklahoma City Thunder just happened
7 games
earlier. And what happened, guys? Let's talk about it.
Wemby did it. Wemby's going to the NBA Finals.
How you feeling?
The Spurs did it, didn't they?
They overcame the
NBA champion. I think it was 11 guys in double figures.
I mean, I feel like we all thought like, oh, Thunder gonna get the back-to-back, you know?
Listen, I said once my situation with the Lakers got eliminated, I said San Antonio in 7. Don't let it fool you.
Yeah, I thought, but going into this series, like I confidently had the Spurs in 6, and I feel like the pivotal game of this series came down to Game 1 and Game 7, the two most pivotal games, right? I think Game 1 was the game where you had the Wemby game. That was like his one. I mean, like, shout out to Wemby. I know he's a unicorn, but when I'm watching these games, it's not like Game 1 was the one that Wemby won for them.
43.
He didn't win these other games for them, but he obviously is an integral part of it. But I want to show love and shout out to the Spurs team, to all the other players who kind of contributed to this. But that Game 1 was the crucial game. To me, that was the one that really was the difference in the whole series. Winning that double overtime game, taking the 1-0 lead. Mm-hmm. I just feel like the Spurs should have had it in 6 had they finished that game out, but they didn't. And it comes to a Game 7, and you know the overarching storylines here are interesting because I feel like, for example, I'm gonna tell you how it was at my work. Everyone's like, I'm rooting for San Antonio, like F the Thunder. I'm going San Antonio. They're the underdogs, and I'm like, are they really an underdog? Like in my mind, I felt like this was a pick'em. Yeah. Like a pick'em, money line. If anything, minus 120 OKC, minus 1 or minus 110 OKC, minus 120 Spurs. If it's not a pick'em, that was my mind. Because we're looking at a team who lost most of the games to the Spurs this year. They had a losing record to the Spurs this year. Like they kind of had to solve the puzzle, and they fell short. Now, what are the key factors? What did you guys think? I mean, because we talked about it in the text. I know what you think. First off, what's the public going to say here?
The injuries, I think, played a vital situation in this series. Now, granted, throughout the year, they didn't win a lot of the games. They didn't have a good series in terms of that. I think it was like 6-2 or something like that. However, we've talked about all year, Oklahoma City Thunder didn't have all their guys. Guys are resting. Shay's not playing only not playing the fourth quarter. J-Dub's been hurt. You know what I mean? Jay Will, you know what I mean? All these other guys. For us, I'm saying. So I feel like, again, when the rubber kind of met the road even tonight, there were 2 injuries that I felt like were key, the depth situation. And, you know what I mean? You're losing a Game 7 by, 8 points. I think that made a big difference.
You know what's so funny? I don't want to be like a hater, but I am going to be a hater for a minute. Let's be a hater. Let me be a hater for a minute. Because I love how everyone is like rooting for the Spurs, but like we just put in anti-tanking rules. Right? What are the Spurs a product of? This success. No, tanking. Opposite. They are the product of tanking.
They've been tanking.
Bro, look at how tell me, listen, I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with the way it went, but why are we penalizing everyone else now for doing what the Spurs high key, okay, Fox, I get it. They traded for him, so we'll give him that one. But all those draft picks, one, Stephon Castle was the number 1 overall pick. Then the year after you got Wembenyama as the number 1 overall pick. What pick was Dylan Harper, guys? Number 2. So I'm sorry. This whole like underdog story and this and that. I just feel like there's some sort of people hate when you're winning and you're dominant. It's why they didn't want OKC to go back to back. But I like OKC better because they did it the fair way by fleecing the Clippers for picks and not by being bad because like we're kind of like rebuilding. They just were like a bad like franchise and expansion team. They were bad, but they got that talent and developed it like Jalen Williams. It wasn't like these players that we're talking about aren't like what number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
Right? It's these Case and Wallace and Lou Dort and AJ Mitchell are these superstars? No, but maybe they'll be good on other teams. Yeah. I'm just looking at the lineup for the Spurs and this whole like underdog. Bro, your worst player on your starting lineup was the number 11th overall pick, Devin Vassell. De'Aaron Fox was the number 5 overall pick. Harper was the number 2 overall pick. Wemby was the number 1 overall pick. Stephon Castle was the number 1 overall pick. Like, shout out to them. I love that they were able to rebuild their team. They got the 6th man of the year. After that lineup, we just talked about they have the 6th man of the year. I don't look at them as no underdog. I think that they should beat the Knicks. Looking at it like real quick, I think they should beat the Knicks. I don't think the Knicks have a better talented team. Yeah. When we're talking about who is the more talented team, who has the more experienced team is different.
Of course.
But shout out to Champagny because he was the one undrafted player on their team, and he showed out in Game 7 tonight. He really showed out in Game 7 tonight. So shout out to him. But I have to be a hater for a minute because like I feel like I'm watching everyone be like, I'm sick of OKC. Sick of what? They won 1 championship. We've had a new NBA champion every year for 8 years now. It was 7 years prior to this year. Now it's going to be 8. I don't know what everyone's sick of. I don't mind seeing a system flourish, just like I didn't mind seeing the Celtics system flourish, even with, we lost all these all-stars. I didn't mind seeing their system flourish. So I just feel like it's weird that everyone all of a sudden is rooting for the Spurs. Like, okay, who are you going to root for next year? If the Spurs win this year, I want everyone to say the same thing. I get it. Wemby's a unicorn. Shout out to him, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm rooting for them more than I am. So I want to hear the same foul baiters who was mad at Shea be mad at Brunson too, because I watched that boy hit the ground a lot and bait fouls too. So
what are we thinking? We're thinking Knicks and we're thinking the Spurs and Spurs and 5.
I think the Spurs should win, but I'm gonna let you guys pick first, and I'll tell you who I'm picking to win NBA Finals. If we're going right to picks, we get right into predictions.
What you got, David?
Spurs and 6.
Spurs and 6.
Wow.
Oh, all right. When the playoffs happened, we got down to the wire.
Down.
I'm not a Knicks fan here. I'm a basketball fan here. So I had to choose kind of a team to lean on. Being born and raised in New York Knicks got my liking here in this playoffs here. I wanted the Spurs to win because I thought the Knicks would have a better chance against the Spurs. Listening to what you have to said right now, that makes crazy sense about how talented the Spurs roster is right now. Having that many talented,
they have 62 wins this year, guys. Like it's not like
that's true.
This is not like some big underdog story. Like I don't understand that narrative, but I get it. Like to the OKC, they were the underdog slightly, but they're 62 win seed.
It was 1 seed, 2 seed. It was 1 seed, 2 seed. Yeah, it wasn't like a 1-8 type, But I'm gonna have to go Knicks in 7, everybody.
Knicks
in 7-game series,
It's gonna be a big one.
It'll be interesting for the Knicks to play a 7-game series.
Yeah,
we saw them do a 6-game series, a 4-game series, 4-game series. So they played 14 so far. I feel like if you run down some of the matchups, it will be very interesting because you got Cat and Wemby. Mitchell Robinson is hurt, so he's not.
He's not playing in the finals at all.
No, I don't know. He has like a
sideline for a little bit.
I think he has a broken finger. I don't know what it is, but he's gonna have to learn how to hit a free throw.
Broken finger is crazy. Whoa, fractured 5th metacarpal. Oh, broken finger.
The pinky.
Oh no.
Oh, he's gonna play.
He's gonna play with a brace.
I just think it's going to be no easy if they do Hacka Mitchell because he hasn't been hitting free throws, so it's a tough.
No, he has the worst.
And I like Luke Cornett as a backup off the bench. It's a hard because I like Cat. I mean,
I like him too, bro.
I like Cat. I like Cat here, and
I mean, yeah. Put the sliding Josh Hart at 2, so and the Mikal 3, and then what is his name?
Brunson,
OG 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's good.
Brunson versus. De'Aaron Fox matchup, like I really interesting.
Like the McBride, Shamet, and the Clarkson depth they have.
Yeah,
in the bench right there.
Sorry about that, fellas.
The Knicks
like nosebleeding.
Oh damn!
You good though? Oh, okay.
I'm like, you talking about?
Michael John came. I came talking crazy. I put a nosebleed. I am talking crazy.
Mitchell Robinson had a broken pinky.
Ooh,
but he's gonna play.
So before I get my prediction, I just am kind of like running down like Cat versus Wemby, right? Good matchup. Mitchell Robinson, Luke Cornett, like the backup centers. OG in the power forward slot, and who they got? Who do they have starting at their 4? Because they had De'Aaron Fox at the and Castle. Vassell is at the. Well, they had Champagne at the 4. Okay, and Vassell, but they could. That's going to be an interesting matchup to me. And then you got De'Aaron Fox and Castle at the 1-2. Harper's that backup there. I see. They're going to have an interesting lineup. I think that the Knicks match up pretty well with San Antonio. I think San Antonio has a lot of talent. They don't. Oh, damn, are they going to do it again? It's crazy because they're playing like a more. I think they're just telling themselves, like, we can do this. We're a mature team. Yeah. This program was established by Popovich, and just because it's the first year that we made the ascension, it doesn't mean nothing. We could just make this run now. Yeah. Right? They don't need to have that roadblock, but I kind of want them to have that roadblock. Like
do you feel like the Knicks have enough firepower? That's like the real question. It's like because
can their offense play that good against the one thing I'll say. Talent-wise, offensively, I feel like they've been balling, but are they going to be able to ball out against the defense of the Spurs? The Spurs and the Thunder, game 1 was so good when they was running each other off the three-point line, getting physical. I'm gonna go. Okay, I have to make a prediction here.
Come on.
Sam's got Knicks in 7, Spurs in 6. I have no interest here, so it's hard because I'm not rooting for either of them to win, but I feel like I can't root for the Knicks to win, and I'll say that I think the Knicks have the advantage here.
Okay.
But I'll say Spurs in 7. Ooh. I'll go Spurs in a 7-game series. Actually, you know what? No. Let me get bold. I'm going to get spicy on my take right here. Spurs in 5. Sorry, Knicks.
No.
You had an easy run, and you haven't had someone who's going to D you down.
Ring.
Yeah, Wemby's going to have a ring already, and we're going to say he's the best player in the world. Hey, Wemby, when they called Kristaps Porzingis the unicorn, I think Wemby the real unicorn. I think we really haven't seen something like that.
How do you feel about Chet not coming to Game 7, Game 6, Game 5? Maybe I think he had one game. I think Game 5 he was.
I think he's just got to improve his game a little bit because Wemby, when he had to be hitting them threes like crazy, could do it. That was the one big difference. I felt like Wemby backed him down, but like, listen, Wemby, he's 7'6". You know what I mean? They're both like toothpicks. Like, they look skinny as hell. Like, I feel like Chet's just got to improve the game, got to get his offensive game going because
he took 4 shots.
I mean, yeah, exactly. I don't understand.
4 shots.
Yeah, remember we were looking at some of these stats, like in second half, how many shots like Chet's getting up versus like I'm looking at some of these bench players, like no shots falling for them. Listen, Kenrick Williams putting up a 3 when you're down 6 with like 40 seconds left from the corner. It just shows you it is sad that J-Dub couldn't be healthy to see what would it be like if we have an all NBA caliber player, an NBA all-star player. But that I'm not going to hate the circumstance because when we saw KD and Clay go down, we didn't listen, of course the Warriors probably would win with Clay and KD. But Kawhi is known for going to the Raptors and getting them in the ring. We can't take it away from him, and he played great that playoff. So I can't say nothing. I don't know. It's just we gonna see what happens.
It's gonna be interesting.
It'll be fun.
I can't be happy as a Celtics fan with the results of this postseason, but I like good basketball. So the Spurs in the Thunder series was a pleasure to watch.
Amazing.
I didn't get to. I had to work. I think like 2 of the days that the games was played, but I did have a lot of off time last week for Memorial Day weekend, and so I was able to watch a lot of these games.
I feel like the pace of the game was great. I think it showed, physical ability. It felt like a college game with NBA level talent, NBA superstars. I really loved it. It was great.
Yeah, I love what they did defensively to Shea.
Yeah.
To double him, run him up to the line. Stephon Castle
has a big deal to do with that because like him coming back in the building, not screaming at the team after Game 4. Do you think Pop is the man?
Well, I mean, you got to give what's the head coach's name again?
Spurs guy?
Yeah, I forget his name. I mean, forgive me for forgetting his name. Mitch. I was gonna say Mitchell. That's why I'm glad I asked. Mitch Johnson. And they already in the associate head coach already got hired by the Magic. Like their coaching staff is great. Their associate head coach, the white guy that's on the sideline, he's going to be the Magic head coach. So shout out to Mitch Johnson. Great first year, but it kind of feels like to me like when Steve Kerr came in after Mark Jackson had set up a little bit of that. Of course, you got to give some love to the previous regime, but all the credit is due to those players and that coaching staff for playing tenaciously, and they did. The Spurs, the reason why I like the Spurs more than the Cavs was because I felt like the whole team played with that tenacious intent, beginning to end. Whereas I felt like when I was watching Cleveland like lose that 22-point lead in the fourth quarter, I'm like, they ain't even like running hard on defense. Like I be like running, I be playing with dudes pickup, and they get so pumped up. And I want to play ball and have fun, but I kind of like appreciate like, damn, he really all in on this. Like he's really all in on it. So. Let's see. Hopefully, see a competitive series, but unfortunately, I got Spurs in 5, guys.
All right. I mean, Game 1's going to start on Wednesday, everybody, June 3rd.
Come on with it.
San Antonio, let's go. Game 2, June 5th.
Shout out to the Knicks.
Shout out to the Knicks.
Shout out to the Knicks.
It's been a while. We talked 19 years or 17
We
years.
talked about it at the beginning of the year, and I almost can remember it. Like it was right before NBA season started. I'm like, yo, if the Knicks are going to do it, this is the year. If Cleveland's going to do it, this is the year because Bucks is going to be down. Celtics is going to be down. Meanwhile, Celtics was way better than we expected them to be. But a lot of those like usual suspects,
they were not around.
We knew what it would be a lot more parity, and Detroit still didn't really add the requisite pieces to get over the hump. So, listen, shout out to the NBA Finals. Tune in. We'll have some good. We might even be able to catch a game together. We'll see.
Yes,
You're gonna have to tune in for that. But before we send it off, it's been a really great, exciting year in LA with the ongoing. I know we was talking about tickets for Olympics that was coming up, but I heard that there were some tickets that was going crazy. There might be. Worse. It's not just the Olympics. That's two years from now. We got an event coming up even sooner,
2026 coming in less than 2 weeks. Everybody, the World Cup is on its way to America, Canada, America, and I think Mexico is going to take place over there. And we're going to start off June 11th.
Are you guys excited?
I mean, who you rooting for?
I mean,
you got any teams that you're rooting for?
Obviously, I love the United States.
Of course. Let's take a look at your group.
That's what I mean. That's obviously I'm a homegrown baby. I try to root for my country.
I think I've seen. Oh, right there. You with Group D, USA, Paraguay, Australia, and Turkey.
That is not terrible. We might be able to do something. Might be able to get out the group. I don't know about Africa. I don't know. I'm just saying. Maybe Australia. Maybe some of the guys are playing rugby. You know what I'm saying? They're not really in the soccer mood.
Why we gotta be so ass at soccer?
I'm trying to be.
Hold on. Didn't we have one like really important player like get injured?
Yes.
Now?
So I
who played in Premier League?
Really? He played in Premier League?
Yeah, I mean, we got some decent players. We're getting better now with some players. Like, Pulisic better have to go crazy.
All right.
But I feel like we have one player. Listen, I know nothing. All I know is, like, I'm a root for my country because it's USA, but I've never seen USA, like, go crazy in a FIFA World Cup.
Not in the World Cup. We only good in basketball, American football, NFL, and what's the other one? Basketball, baseball.
I mean, listen, we're good at the Olympics. Don't get me wrong. We're good at a lot of sports. We're good at a lot of sports, but good. I don't know if
who's in Group E? Because I might. Let me see.
Group E. Yeah. You the Germany, Morocco,
Ivory Coast, Ecuador, Curacao, and Germany.
Nah, but everybody, Team Korea.
That's who you're picking.
Group A, everybody. We got Mexico, South Africa, Korea, and Czechia. Okay. We getting out of this group stage. We trying to win this whole thing. Let's get it.
You're gonna have to lock in.
We gonna lock in, everybody.
You guys gonna have to lock in. I don't know how y'all fare against Mexico, but I mean, listen, I'm gonna be rooting for my Southern Korean brethren in when they're playing South Africa and Czechia for sure.
We have to beat Czechia, South Africa. We'll tie with Mexico.
Now, talk to me a little bit about FIFA 2026. Please. So it's been a while since, like, last FIFA. I remember we had the FIFA in LA when I moved here. That was the first. When I moved to LA the first time in 2018. FIFA was going on, but FIFA's being held in North America, huh?
Yes,
it's here. We're hosting it. So like, what's like? How does it work? Like, what's all going to go on?
The group stages are all mixed around around the three locations: Canada, and US, and where is it? Mexico. So let's take a look over here. Oh wow, there's a lot of stadiums over here. We got the Cowboy Stadium. Mexico City. Wow.
Holy 94,000. Crazy. Oh, my Lord. That's going to be a great game. I bet you the energies.
All the LA football stadiums are huge.
Yeah.
Like even the Canada ones are smaller, but.
I like how they call Foxborough Boston.
They have Boston on there?
That's what because they're playing in Foxborough, bro.
Yeah, they're right here. Boston Stadium.
Come on with it.
Why are they calling it Boston Stadium?
I heard tickets were expensive.
I've
been hearing it's crazy.
Yeah, I heard Mom Donnie was trying to do something out there, right? In New York?
On what team they stay on?
No way.
Bro, look at this.
No, it does not.
They have an official team hotel?
What? And they tell you where they train.
Wow. Run it.
I'm thinking Colombia. I might have to see one of those.
We're taking a look at the hotels they're staying in, everybody.
I can't believe it tells you everything about that.
I know, that's kind of crazy.
Maybe everything has like.
Damn, the super fans can really break it down.
Hotel, so maybe like you have the entire.
The U.S. team staying in the Irvine Marriott Spectrum, everybody.
Ooh.
At the Spectrum.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right, well, we'll have to see what's good. Like, I mean, USA is always disappointing. Yes. I'm not sure if they can really do nothing, but I will say I'm definitely prepared to tune in to FIFA, especially because I know everyone in my work gonna go crazy. Like, I'm a regular Yank, like Western American. Like, I know a little something. I know PSG just defended the UEFA champions. I know they defended it. I know Arsenal won Premier League finally, but I don't really know nothing about footy like that. I don't know like football like that. I know American football.
Right.
But if there's one thing for sure, FIFA is definitely exciting time. So I'm looking forward to catch some of the games, y'all.
Come on with it. I'm excited. I'm excited. Oh, wow. Guys.
You know what happened today too? I'll give you a quick little recap because I know we kind of went around the world right now and we're finishing. We're wrapping it up. UFC was today in Macau. in China. They was out in China. Yeah, it was crazy. Song Yadong fought, which was nice because they trying to, they gotta showcase their talent too. Song Yadong fought Figueiredo, both like top 10 in bantamweight. Song Yadong, funny enough, won by submission, which was like a crazy odds because he's more of like a striker. He just fought O'Malley a few months back. They had a good little fight. They was trying to put a showcase on for another one of their fighters. He fought in the co-main event. He got knocked out. Like Zhileng, what's his name? Zhang Mingyang got knocked out by Menefield, who was the underdog in it, which was a bit crazy. You know what I mean? They tried twice in a row to give Zhang a chance to kind of show out in China, and sadly he was spoiled each time. But listen, you only grow through adversity. Sergey Pavlovich, top 5 heavyweight, with a knockout in like 30 seconds over up and coming heavyweight Taliesin Teixeira. What's crazy is this dude Taliesin Teixeira is like 6'7", and Pavlovich is like maybe like 4 inches shorter than him. Somehow still Pavlovich has a longer reach.
That's crazy.
Unreal. But caught him real quick. He caught him real quick and took care of business. Yeah, no, it was a good event, and it's crazy when there's an event on at 4 a.m. That's when this it's like main card 4 a.m., like 1 a.m. I'm like, yeah, but they don't need to cater to the U.S. crowd for this. I just caught it when I woke up. I like that everything's on Paramount Plus because I could watch the highlights, I could watch the finishes, and when I want to go back and watch a fight. So shout out to that. Guys, big event coming for the 250th anniversary. It's in June, the UFC card.
They started
250th anniversary, June. They did. The claws being built. 4,000 people will be invited. They said TB12 on that list. I said, okay, of course, we'll see. Excuse me. Of course, we have to invite Tom Brady. Excuse me. But we're going to see. It's going to be a good card. We're going to see what's good. Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Trump, invite us to the UFC event.
We would love that.
Yes, you give us the contact, email, White House, please. We're glad to join the UFC event.
Great pitch.
You get a nice POV content. You want some clips? We got you.
Ask and you shall receive.
Yes, let's get it.
No, shout out. UFC has got some good events coming up because we got our event for the White House lawn, which is crazy. I know, like, politically, we won't get into that part of it all, but I think like it's just it's a crazy event in general, right? And then McGregor comes back in July, so we got a big couple months coming up. Just wanted to send it off on that. I know it's been like we're past hour 15, so that means it was a good episode. But shout out to my guys. Always love locking in on MSD, and a night episode was nice. I liked it. Felt good, y'all.
Very good.
It's been a minute since we did a night one. You know what I'm saying? So it's great to be back. It's always great to be with the crew.
Yes, sir.
And it's great to be with you guys, especially when we're breaking news. You know what I mean? You guys will wake up and see, San Antonio Spurs winning Game 7, so that's great. But the biggest thing about it is I'm with MSD. I'm with the crew. And why don't they talk us out, Playboy?
Yes, sir. You already know. RCR presents MSD Sports episode 54. Everybody, let's get it. Knicks vs. Spurs NBA Finals. Tune in, everybody. Let's go. My name is YBK. You can find me at YBK up in here.
Let me plug myself, let me be a shameless plug for our other channel. Yes. My name is Michael John. Shout out to MSD Sports, and shout out to my brothers YBK and Camden.
Yes, sir.
Please tap in if you haven't on Next Poll Media. Yes. We'll plug it right here. We've been working on a lot of content, getting a lot of good stuff, trading cards, gaming, and I got a new good series for gaming coming to y'all soon. So just wanted to shamelessly plug it. You already know what it is. Shout out to my brothers.
Yes, sir. You can find him at Michael John DeStefano. We got David Camden over here. You can find him at Mr. Club Paradise. You can find us, MSD Sports, at RCR MSD Sports. We on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. You know it. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace.